Now, the annual cost of cybercrimes to the global economy is estimated to be around $400 billion US. And what's surprising industry experts, according to a recent McAfee Labs threats report, is most notably the transformation of cybercrime into a fully fledged industry. However, with cyber criminals developing new attacks, the security industry is responding with new defences. We sat down with the managing director of ITSec to learn more. As technology advances, so does the volume and technical capabilities of cyber attacks. Intel Security recently released its Q2 2015 McAfee Labs threats report. The report identified that every hour in Q2, more than 19.2 million infected files were exposed to the networks of their customers. That's in addition to the 6.7 million attempts that were made to entice customers in connecting to risky URLs every hour. So how can organisations and individuals maintain their digital security? And do cybersecurity solutions differ from industry to industry?
Yes, they actually are different, and I'll answer that in a second. Vigilance, training, and awareness is the top factors how individuals should or organizations should protect their digital assets. One of the most important things is awareness. If people are aware of the security flaws or the what could cause harm to their phone as an individual, or to their tablet or their mobile or their laptops, they're going to be a lot more vigilant on just clicking away on any website they come upon or any email that is sent to them. So yes, a better awareness that is freely available online. Any individual can Google, say, how can I protect my digital assets, or security awareness. One of these keywords. There's lots of websites out there with free information. For organizations, obviously, it's a bit different. For organizations, they have networks to protect, they have digital assets they have to protect, and they have the human factor. So as an individual, I'm only worried about me, my phone, and my laptop. And usually, home networks are not really a big target unless you've downloaded something and that's using your home computer to just send out mass emails or spread some kind of a virus. But organizations in that matter, no, are different. They have networks that are interconnected and connected with other networks, that a virus or a worm or some kind of a threat can rapidly be deployed through these networks. They have employees that have different level of authorization through the network, which different level of data can be seen or modified by the actual employees. And they have assets, digital assets, those assets that could be our names, our credit card numbers, our personal passports, and so many different things. So they have to be protected.
So how would you describe the UAE's cyber landscape? And at this stage, how developed or vulnerable is it to cyber attacks?
Great question. The UAE's cyber landscape, well, because of the geopolitical location of UAE, we are prone to a lot of different exposure. Being in the Middle East, obviously, being a very developed city for the Middle East, it does attract people that want to obviously take advantage of this or attack UAE. And the Middle East itself is a hotspot for the new upcoming attackers. We see that most of the attacks out here are politically motivated, not financially motivated, as compared to Europe or US, that most of the attacks are financially motivated. So yes, there is a problem out here. I think the government is more under attack than it would be a private organization. But as the country matures and more industries move in, that landscape will shift, and the organization or actual enterprise will become under attack, as it is everywhere else in the world.
Online security seems to be a major challenge for high-profile events across the world. And with Dubai getting ready to host the Expo 2020, industry insiders are claiming that the UAE is likely to face an increase in cyber threats and attacks. So what do companies handling the event need to be aware of? And do all institutions in general need to be prepared?
To be honest with you, I don't agree that the actual Expo 2020 will be under attack. I think what it is actually doing to the country is exposing UAE to more public and people understanding where Dubai or UAE is and what's happening out here. The Expo itself, I don't think it's something that, in my opinion, it's something that would be under attack. It's the exposure that it's giving the country is attracting more attention, obviously, of the hackers or attackers. Attackers do not wait for an Expo 2020 to attack you. They might be under, we might be under surveillance by them 24 hours and they're just looking for a right opportunity. So my advice is don't wait because Expo is coming up in 2 years and try to protect yourself. What you need to do is protect yourself all the time, every day, because the Expo is not what's going to cause an attacker to attack you. It's just getting more attention for that.
Welcome back. The GCC region is one of the biggest users of social media per capita in the world. 91% of the region's youth alone visit social media channels at least once a week, and 41% use Facebook to share articles they read. So how has the UAE government deployed social media tools to directly interact with the community? And what are the expectations in the country regarding the general usage of social media?
UAE has done a fantastic job using the social media to interact with people. Social media was built around targeted audience, nationality, age, gender, skills, degrees, many different things. By using the social media as a medium to interact with people, the government can deliver their message to that targeted audience so well, and it's just not a one fits all message for the entire country, right? So they can reach different nationality, different age group with different messages. Now, same thing, the vice versa. Me as a resident of UAE, I have the social media at my disposal to reach back to the government, to actually find someone on LinkedIn that is in charge of some particular group or division or department, and I can actually contact that person and get my question answered or matter resolved. So UAE is definitely on the forefront of using social media to carry out government message to the people.
Well, there have been recently a few cases of people falling foul to UAE's cybercrime laws recently. What are the expectations regarding the usage of social media here? And I guess what are your tips for safely and responsibly using social media in the country?
Great. Yes, well, unfortunately, there has been much recent events with people, mostly expats, fall into the domain of unknown using social media. And 95% has been a problem with videos on phones and YouTube. Okay, so my advice is if you don't want to be on the other side, you should not practice it. And basically that applies here in UAE. If you don't want someone to film you during an incident or whatsoever and put that on social media, you shouldn't do it either. Obviously, in Europe and US, the laws are a bit different in Western world. And most expats come from those and they're saying, oh, if an incident is happening in public, it's public domain and can be rebroadcasted. Unfortunately, that law doesn't exist here. That's an invasion of privacy, and you're not allowed to take picture or video of another person without their consent.
Finally, as the Managing Director of ITSec, can you tell us a little about the information security training and consultancy that you offer here and its success rate since opening your doors in 2013?
ITSec has seen a very, very great response to the type of services and training we offer. We are the first dedicated IT or cybersecurity firm that is vendor neutral. By that I mean we are not tied into a product. We actually look at the security of an organization or a company with total objectivity, without trying to sell them a product. We actually look at it the way a hacker looks at it, and that's called a penetration testing. We actually penetrate their network like a hacker does and try to produce a report that they can fix their vulnerabilities. The success rate has been very well because it's a great combination that we are able to provide a very specific training in the realms of cybersecurity, which is lacking in UAE. When we brought that in 2013, combined with the after service, the consultancy part that we can help the organization before or after the training to have the staff knowledgeable enough to continue this consulting brings a lot of security to their digital assets.
Well, that brings us to the end of our program. If you would like to know more about any of the stories you have seen tonight, you can contact us at uaeweekly@city7tv.com or by calling us on 04 367 2230. From myself and the entire team, have a great week ahead.